Hello there, fellow fighting game enthusiasts. Capcom have just released their trailer for Capcom Fighting Game Collection Volume 2 during the Nintendo Direct showcase. Something I didn't care to watch because I didn't expect any fighting game news. So I was very wrong with that. The game is set for a 2025 release, but seriously, I never thought this would happen. Much like Maximilian Dude, I've been eagerly awaiting a current console release of these old games for years. And the games included, oh my. I really hoped to see Capcom vs SNK bundle, but I never expected this package. In the order of my least wanted to most wanted, the list would have been Capcom Fighting Evolution, Power Stone, Power Stone 2, Plasma Sword, Project Justice, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, Capcom vs SNK 2, and my all-time favorite game, Capcom vs SNK Pro. Yes, I know, my order may be somewhat controversial, but I was never really interested in Power Stone. But who knows, this may change now that we have a proper way of playing it. And to my mind, Capcom Fighting Evolution may as well not exist. I tend to agree with Maximilian and Rufelmonger on this point. But having it included in the bundle doesn't hurt the package at all. Let's talk about the games I do care about. So let's just get Capcom vs SNK 2 out of the way first. It's the best Capcom 2D fighter to date, in my opinion, and it appears that they may not have changed the game much when compared to some of the other titles in the collection. Basically, it looks like they've just included extra options. They've included a modified EO version, the option to include the boss characters, and also the option to select two or more of the same character in a team. Maybe that last option is considered because of a party mode? Who knows? I recall that you have to unlock the boss characters on the console versions. Leave me a comment to let me know if I'm accurate about this. As for Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, this will be the third version of a Street Fighter 3 Alpha Upper, to my knowledge. There was a version for the Game Boy Advance as well, a version for the PlayStation 2 on the Street Fighter Alpha Anthology. There was also an arcade release for Street Fighter 03 Upper, but that never received an English localization, and it appears that the version of the game will be based on that. So it checks out that this is indeed the third Alpha 3 Upper iteration. Will it include the characters Equal, Yeon, Maki, or Ingrid? Probably not. But hey, I feel like nearly anything is possible at this point. I'd love to see a hidden mode of Hyper Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, where you get to play as a boss version of all the characters. Because, to my mind, the PS2 collection was the best way to enjoy the Alpha series, bar none. And sure, the PSP version of Alpha 3 Max had those extra characters, but I'd prefer a functioning versus mode over them. If Capcom does both, well, that would be something. As of this time, it doesn't look like it. Project Justice and Plasma Sword are the respective sequels to the games Rival Schools and Star Gladiator, games I also know little about. Both games will have some visual changes associated with the story mode and some extra selectable characters. But what I really want to get to is CVS Pro. This game had an iteration on the PlayStation 1 that I am supremely familiar with. It was the only way I could enjoy the game back in the day. I was so jealous of my Dreamcast owning friend, because the game presentation on the Dreamcast was amazing. I also love the alternate versions of the characters, and I cannot stress this enough. So few people know of the alternate character variations in this game that it defies my comprehension. I'll say this now, the rediscovery of this game will go viral. So from the description on the Capcom website, it states that there will be changes to some of the stage visuals, and they thought to include other music tracks for that game as well. The real question here is whether the music track Needle will be using its uncensored version. It's my favorite CVS track, and I hope to see the original version pre-censorship, but it seems unlikely. In any event, I'd like to thank all the folks involved in making this a reality. I've really waited a long time to see this happen, and it feels like I'm about to be reunited with an old friend. Until next time.